It's a whispering story time and eating video. I'm eating these Cheezies by Hawkins. Can't seem to. Okay, so I got them right here. Okay. So just finishing off a story that I almost finished talking about in part 1 of this series. So please go check out part 1 if you want the whole story, or just watch this video. Do whatever the hell you want. I'll also be drinking Diet Coke. Okay, so now this story is about how I was applying to the military about 3 or 4 years ago. So, where was I? Oh yeah. So, I had been sitting in a chair in the waiting room for a long time. An employee there is at the military recruitment office. An employee actually mentioned that it was kind of embarrassing how long I'd been waiting there. I was waiting to go into the physical examination room. That day I'd already done the aptitude test, kind of like an IQ test, and I'd done an interview. I had an employee give me an assessment of the aptitude test. So, yeah, just had the physical test to go. I was staying in a hotel room. It was the morning. I was extremely tired. Got like 3 hours of sleep the night before. Also, I cheated a bit, I'll be honest with you. I should not have done that. But, so you're not supposed to have caffeine before the test. I drank a coffee because I was addicted to caffeine. Yeah. I think, I'm not exactly sure, but I think caffeine can increase your heart rate. And in the physical examination, they're trying to test your heart rate. That's one way of finding out how healthy you are, I guess. So, if you drink caffeine before the test, it can increase your heart rate, and then it can kind of make you look less healthy than you really are, because maybe your heart rate shouldn't be, your resting heart rate shouldn't be too high. So, yeah. As I was saying in the previous video, the individual who was being tested in the physical examination room I was taking a long time to get her tested for some reason. I don't know. I have no idea why. I'm not saying that the employee administering the test, the medic or whatever it is, was bad at his job or anything like that. I'm just like, person being tested. Probably a lot of questions to ask. Could have delayed the test. I have a bit of a bad back. Lower back. Usually doesn't act up. But it sometimes does. I'm just sitting in this chair for a long time, and I think also I had very little sleep the night before, so my body was kind of worn out. The chair wasn't super comfortable. I thought it was a bad chair. So I finally got into the physical examination. And pretty much all was well. Except the guy told me to do like 10 push-ups and 10 squats or something like that. Squats just with a body weight. Not with a barbell or anything. Check the time. Yeah, so I did those exercises, but I had a back spasm, or I think it might have been a back spasm. My back started hurting really bad. I was in a terrific amount of pain, and the guy, the medic, or whatever the job title was, said that my heart was like double beating or something like that, or like, yeah, beating improperly. Yes. So I could barely kind of like move. Called an ambulance. The paramedics came and got me. Took me to a hospital. I was in a hell of a lot of pain in the waiting room at the hospital. I thought something serious had happened. It was funny. But so I thought something serious had happened. Went to the doctor's office. And the doctor's like, yeah, sounds like you got a tight back. So here I am thinking that something serious had happened to my back. He's like, you have a tight back. And he's like, I'll give you some Tylenol 3, a prescription for Tylenol 3s or something. I was like, just trying not to lift heavy stuff at work. Which wasn't that, I was working in a restaurant at the time, so you have to lift super heavy stuff. Usually at a restaurant. It's okay. Sure enough, after a few days, my back got better. But excuse me. So, but of course I didn't pass the physical examination. And the problem was that they needed like a proof that I think it was my health problem during the examination was legit. I think that's what it was. So they said, call the hospital and have them like send you this document that says like you really did have a health problem at that time. And I sent that document and faxed it to us, or emailed it to us, or whatever. So like, okay. And that took a while. I did that. Just taking a while for the hospital to get that document to me. That's alright, but during the time I was thinking, of the application process. No. No. So, but that's okay. Actually went and taught English in China not long after that. I sort of had a short career in English as a second language teaching. That's cool. I probably wouldn't have had that experience if I joined the military at that time. But even so, I'd like to give you a couple pieces of advice, if that's alright. Well, I mean, I'm gonna do it anyway. So, just prepare, right? Just don't be dumb like me. This advice could be applied to join the military or other things as well. Other jobs, maybe just other things in life, other goals you might have in life. The test was at 7 a.m. I believe. So like I should have been waking up at 7, but 5 in the morning. That's what I should have been doing. So I didn't have the self-discipline, so that's why I got very little sleep. Because I've been waking up like 7 a.m. instead of 5 a.m. I think that affected my test. Yeah. The thing is, I should have been off caffeine at the time. So again, shows lack of discipline. Right. You have to go after what you want. You have to have the self-discipline. You have to make sacrifices to get ahead in life. Another thing, I didn't study for the math questions. I mentioned that in this video. Like, there's a bunch of math questions on the aptitude test. I didn't study the math questions, so I had to skip a bunch of them, or guess on a bunch of them. So that's not good. That affected my test score. So again, shows study for the math. Or prepare yourself better. So just do that time there. A whole lot of Cheetos. Yeah, so, but, you know, and even if you do fail at something too, I mean, a couple ways you can look at it, right? I mean, you could say that the health problem I had during the test wasn't actually my fault too, but also you shouldn't let your different failures discourage you, right? So, or different setbacks, even if they're not the setback that you caused, you shouldn't let it affect you and deter you from trying to move your life forward as well. So, yeah, so thank you very much for check that time one more time. Okay, yes, thank you so much for watching. Please like the video if you liked it, subscribe, comment,